Are you tired of guessing how much you should charge for your services? Or are you tired of knowing how much you're making by the hour? And you're wondering, like, how can I get more clients, earn a lot more than I'm doing right now? I want to show you how you can use my hourly calculator, okay, for video creators. Okay, I am going to be showing you exactly how it works. Picture this. When you have a business that you're selling products, it's much easier to say, I sell one pen and I get the profit of XYZ, okay? Because I'm not charging by the hour, I'm charging by the product, right? A lot different when you sell services. And that's why a lot of coaches and consultants have issues, especially on social media. I do all this work and I spend time and I connect and I do all the things that they say you must do. And I go live. And by the way, I spend hours preparing for that live stream. And then after I'm done with the live stream, I spend hours trying to see if anybody is going to come before and after and during, and it's so much of a hassle, right? And you're wondering, how can I get more from what I'm currently doing right now and understand my earning potentials? If you want to understand your earning potentials and you want to increase your earning potentials, this calculator is going to be a game changer for you because it's going to bring clarity for you. And I just created this calculator for my clients, and I said, you know what? I have to, especially for those that are going to be joining us, you guys are going to love this, okay? Because it's going to give you the peace of mind, allows you to plan your business and plan each video and know that you're not wasting time where you're not to be wasting time, all right? So that is the hourly calculator, okay? And I'm sure you're wondering, what is this? How are you going to use this? Okay, how does the hourly calculator work? You want to know exactly what you're investing your time into every single time you go live, every single time you do a video. Now, I see a lot of people that would say, what I do is I would record the videos and then I will edit the videos and then I'm going to send out the videos. Now, if you're a business owner that is not a videographer, if you're spending hours and hours doing videos, you're wasting your time where you're not supposed to be. You don't need to waste time and energy on video creation when that's not what you get paid for, okay? So do the math on the kind of activities that you're doing with video creation. So for example, if you go down here, you're going to see for somebody that does a live stream once a week, okay? I've heard a lot of people say to me, I spend roughly about, for the content creation, what I'm going to say, how do I make sure that what I say is clear enough and all of that. People spend about 2 hours, okay, on average to do their videos. So if you're doing that 4 times in a month, okay, that comes to about 8 hours, okay? So you're spending 8 hours doing each video. Now, after that, maybe you do a masterclass, and sometimes the masterclass, to design a masterclass can take you maybe another 5-7 hours. Okay, to create that. So I'm gonna say 6, just to be fair, okay, for that masterclass. So now, how much is your low ticket offer? Okay, whatever it is that you're trying to sell with that product. Let's just pick one product. And let's say your product is, I don't know, low ticket, maybe 1,500. I'm gonna say 1,500 is your low ticket offer. Now the question is, when you do that during the month, you did this activity, you went live, spent 8 hours designing your videos and creating the videos and all that, and then you did a masterclass and it took you so long to build it. And maybe sometimes some people want to do a challenge or a boot camp. Total hours that you spent was 10 hours. And you're making $326 a month, an hour. Now, what that is not a bad rate to be making as long as this is all you're doing, okay? There are hours that you're wasting right now. Plus, it's also taking, even when you're not doing the video, you're thinking about it. So what that means is when you're at home with your family, your mind is off to the work, okay, to the video that you're trying to create. Is it going to sound right? Is it going to be good? Is it going to convert? That's the one big that a lot of people have. Now, so if you're at this place and this is your low ticket offer, and say, depending on what level you're at, say you have 3 takers, okay? Let's say 3 people took your offer for that month. You're still okay. You're still better than minimum wage, right? You're doing very well. And obviously you still have other costs that you're going to spend all this on, right? But it's good for you to know how much are you getting paid by the hour. Now, things will change. If your offer price is a bit different. Now, let's say I know a lot of people here, some people here would have offers that are like $297. Okay, so let's say $297. That's your low ticket offer. Okay, and you have, I don't know, 5 people take it, depending on where you are. Okay, now that changes things for you. Okay, and then if you have an upsell and all of that, we have all the math. Say you have your upsell to this. Okay, $297 is say 1,200. Okay, or 1,500. Let's just make it 1,500, or even it could be 5,000, but let's just do 1,500. Some people will come from scratch to buy that, but out of this people, roughly about 10% of the people that are there would also be upgraded to the next level. So 10%, not even up to. So let's say one person from here moves over here, right? But then let's say you sell actually extra. So 3 people, okay? Now, where you are right now, you can see that because of the fact that you have an upsell, you actually have an increase in your hourly rate. However, the question we have to ask is, how is that being delivered? Okay, so for example, let's say this right here is a group program. Okay, if it's a group program and you're spending like two hours a week, okay, per person, okay, 2 hours a week, yeah, and then you have to decide how many of those are you going to do. You just need to do 2, but multiplied by the number of weeks or whatever this is. Let's say it's just a one-time thing, okay, $297, it's just a one-time thing. You meet with them, you're done, and they're gone. Okay, you don't have to spend hours and hours helping and solving the problem for them. Then this would make sense. Okay, but then you need more calls. Say you'd have, let's say, 8 hours here, and retention to get these people to move to the higher level, you need to help them. So let's reduce that to 8 right there. Oops. Okay, so right there, you have where your rate is still 47. And then right here, things will change a little bit, because if you have a 1,500 product for 3 people, if it's 1,500, usually it's about 1,500 could be between 8 weeks of work, 12 weeks of work. Okay, it's still relative, and it could be way less than that. It could be just one weekend, but I'm just going to use average. So let's say it's not one-on-one. Let's say it's actually a group program that you're giving people 10 weeks of your time. Okay, so now changes just slightly, okay? But again, you still need to book some calls so that you can upsell some of these people to a higher level. And let's say your higher level is at 5,000, okay? Then if you sell one, you would have, for this period, you would have sold $10,000, 10,900 and something. And then you would have an hourly rate of $264, okay? This is not considering the cost of your VA, the cost of all the other things that you do. It just gives you an idea. It gives you an idea of your earning potentials. Because if you go up here and instead of $297, you actually sell this at $1,500, and let's keep the same numbers, but instead of $1,500 here, you have 5, picture that. And then up here, you have a $10,000 program that people would get on, right? Now, that drastically changes things for you, okay? So now, these are things that you can play around with. And then down here, the people that you're working with, the $10,000, maybe it's an hybrid program that is a one-on-one. And so if it's an hybrid program and it's like a 6 months program, a 1-year program, you will likely be meeting with them 12 times in a year. So that's 12 hours of work with them. Okay, so it's going to bring that down a little bit. And then maybe if there's a group thing, maybe you get together on Zoom or whatever, and that could change things for you. So if you move that and we say we're going to, for the life of the period of time that we're working together, let's say 6 hours, okay? Or actually, 6 hours even, actually, it could be up to 12 hours, okay? Instead of monthly, maybe every other month, or maybe every quarter, you do a 3-hour session or something like that. Still not bad, okay? Now, the question is, as you're doing your videos, the question is, how long is it taking you? And that's what I want you to begin to pay attention to right now. How long is it taking you to prepare for each of those videos? How long is it taking you? And then, depending on how long it takes you, how confident are you that these videos are either bringing in clients or positioning you as the expert in your field? Now, because positioning you as the expert is what's going to add to sales, what's going to be converted to sales. So it's extremely important that you weigh what you're doing very well. And this is one of the reasons why having a clear strategy of what you're doing with your video is extremely important. Now, many of my clients work with business coaches, and when we work together, by the time we're coming, we already have all of this in place in their business. You know what you're selling. Some others are just fine-tuning and making sure that they know exactly what they're selling that would bring the best result. But no matter where you are, this is the kind of work that I do with you in your business, because I want you to get out of that race of trying and struggling to make ends meet. I want you to have the confidence that no matter what level you're at, it doesn't matter whether you're at space where you're sure of what you're doing, or maybe you're not even sure of what you're doing. You're at the level where you're at the earlier stage in your business. I want you to have confidence knowing that if I put everything in place in my videos, it's actually going to draw clients to me. And one major thing that is going to change for you is actually your clarity, the clarity in your message. If your message is sharp, if your message is clear, your video would position you as the authority in your field. And once that is done, it brings clients, it attracts clients to you and converts your clients for you. And what are you looking for? You're looking for people that are pre-qualified, people that line up and they say they want to buy. Anyway, this is the reason why I wanted to show you this today. And I wanted to show you, for those of you that are still on the fence with regards to joining us, tonight is at midnight tonight, the bonus that I gave during the masterclass that I did earlier this week is going to expire. And what's that? You get my program. It's a 90 days program where you get exactly what you need. This is that you need to start accelerating client generation in your business with the videos, making sure that your videos work, making sure that what you're doing is exactly, you're not wasting time, just as I just showed you today. Wasting time and marking time. A lot of online entrepreneurs, they're just doing the motion. They're just going through the motion, throwing spaghetti on the wall, hoping that one will stick. Now, what we want to move away from that hope strategy to an assurance that as long as I to do it like this, I'm going to get the results. And then some of them is actually going to convert right away, okay? But again, video marketing is not something that you dabble in and dabble out. No, because again, video is one of the best ways to connect with people that don't know you, people that would really love what you have, right? Yeah, so video is going to bring you that, and it's going to position you in your world, not just in your space, online space, even locally. You're going around and you have higher credibility because of videos. So master your game with videos and not waste time so that you can see some of the activities that you do that I'm showing you just now. Some of those activities, what usually would happen with my clients is you start to see some of the work that you can hire away. You see some of the things that you can say, you know what, I can get somebody else to do this so that I can focus on my genius, which is helping my clients, right? So this is, for those of you that are going to be joining us for the program, this is part of the package that you're going to be getting. The calculator, you're going to get one for yourself and all the other things that are with the calculator. This is just a little bit of what you get, okay? But you're going to get this, and you're going to also get me one-on-one. For the first 1 month, I'm going to be with you for 1 hour each week so that we can master and fine-tune your messaging before you join the whole group, where we start to build your video marketing together. What should I say? How should I say it? What kind of videos to be creating in your own niche that is specific to your niche and would help lift you as the niche expert in your field. So we're going to be working on that starting February. For those of you that are joining for February group, you should be excited. I can't wait to start work with you. And for clients, and I'm sure some of my clients right now, I think, am I also going to get this? If you're in VIP, you would get this as well, okay? So don't worry about it. You are going to get it as well so that you don't waste your time. Video is that thing that you can actually get into the habit of creating. And when you create it, it's good to have an idea of how this is paying you so that you don't waste too much time. Again, remember, this is a business. It's not just fun. If it's another strategy, like in the YouTube, you're hoping one day that the algorithm gods are going to favor you. That's a different thing. But if you're talking about having a business that actually turns into clients, then it's better to have the numbers, to know exactly and know the strategy behind it and all of that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to make sure that everyone gets to see this, my hourly rate calculator for the profitable live streamer. All right. So if you have any questions and you're wondering, you'd love to join us, again, the $300 discount. So the price is $697 a month for 3 months. Okay. But for till tonight, you get to pay $597. That's $300 off, $597 a month for the whole period of the 90 days. Okay. So that's it. Join us. If you want to know more and you're not sure how you can get it, send me a DM. And because between now and midnight, there's no space on my calendar. But if you go in my DM, you would definitely be able to at some point get me. I'm sure some of you are wondering, why is she so tall? I'm not that tall. I'm actually standing on a treadmill. Can you imagine that? I'm standing on a treadmill. And I've improved my office. I still have my seat station here and I have my stand station here. I love it. But then now I elevated it so that I can actually walk on the treadmill. All right. So you guys have a lovely weekend and talk to you later. Bye now.